Hey, welcome back to Epic Cars, and today we're going to be working on the Hummer H3 project with my daughter. Hi.
Hi.
So all this table of stuff here is all things that we're going to be putting on for her, and essentially it's just going to make it a little safer, drivability a little better, and just kind of make it look cooler. We've got to fix the antenna because the antenna's broke, and so we're going to fix that today. Upgrading the headlights to these Jeep style 7-inch LEDs. With the running lights and all kinds of stuff. So this is really going to be a good upgrade. New brakes, new brake pads, new rotors, clear side markers. We got some really cool adapters for the Hummer itself off of the H3 forums, and these will allow you to bolt up a 7-inch basically Jeep headlight to your Hummer. So we'll get rid of the actual stock look where it has that cover over the end of it. And then put some new shocks on the front, because remember we raised this about 2.5 inches, so I needed a little bit longer shocks. So we got some Bilstein shocks. And finally some extra parts that Annabelle wanted to do, because she kind of wants a blacked out look. We're going to be adding new door handles, new blacked out door handles, and then also doing the dip your car hyper dip on the wheels, the grill, and probably the mirrors and badges and things like that. That probably won't get done today because it's a pretty long process, but we'll at least get the process started by changing out to, chrome bits to some of these dark bits. So stay tuned. Fire, smoke detector. All right, I'm going to ask you some questions. You ready?
Sure.
Okay. What is that you're standing in front of?
It's a Hummer.
What kind of Hummer is it?
H3.
What year is it?
2006.
Why did you want a Hummer?
I don't know. I've just always wanted one since I was little.
So, is this the perfect vehicle for you?
Probably.
Why?
Because it's big.
What would you rather have than this?
A Lamborghini.
You would go from a Hummer to a Lamborghini?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Because
that's
that's
crazy.
similar in price.
Similar in price?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about similar in style and performance?
Second best would probably be like an FJ Cruiser.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Okay. So why do you like the Hummer? I mean, what's so cool about it?
I don't know. I just like what it looks like.
You like the look?
It's just like big and boxy.
Big and
I
boxy?
feel like I can run people over.
Okay. Don't ever do that, by
I
the
might.
way.
We'll see.
Please. My insurance is high enough already.
Sucks.
Okay. What do you want to say to all the Epic Car followers out there?
My dad's a weirdo.
Absolutely. Okay, let's get started.
It won't go back this way.
Why won't it?
I don't know.
Because it's tight. You gotta loosen it, baby.
I'm trying to, but it won't go.
Push it. There you go.
Oh.
That's an interesting concept.
I thought it was just like always easy.
Okay, I have no idea what's going on, people. She's been around the shop most of her life, and for some reason she woke up brain dead today.
You're brain dead.
You're
Every
brain
day.
dead. Alright. You figure it out yet? How to
What's it look like?
take a bolt off?
I'll take a bolt off your face.
Taking off the grill is real easy. There's just a bolt here, a bolt there. Then you've got another bolt right here on this side with a nut on it that's actually on the grill. You've got another one on that side. And then you can see there's just two little push tabs on each side where the turn signal goes. So it's just essentially 4 bolts. I'm sorry, whoops, I forgot. There's 2 more bolts right down here, so they go in the grill. So again, what are you looking at? 4 bolts, 2 nuts, and 4 clips you got to pull off. But other than that, it's really easy. Once you get the grill off, there's essentially 3 little compression fittings, and they go over these little ball things right there that you just pull straight out on the headline and it comes right out. Now you can tell I've already replaced these. I think I said halogen earlier. I'd actually put LEDs in these. They're really cheap. These were like 20 bucks on Amazon. They work really, really well. It's just you can tell by the oxidation on this plastic, it just didn't project very far, but it creates a really white light. So it looks like these are called BEAMTECH. I'll try to put the link in the description below on these. They really worked good. They just plug straight into your existing wiring harness and go into the back of your headlights just like a normal bulb, and they really worked well. The second part of this whole process is taking out the side turn signal, and when I started kind of digging into it, it seemed like you had to go through the fender, but then we found out there's actually 2 bolts. There's one there and one there that puts this entire housing into the grill, and so you just take off that bolt, pull it out. You kind of have to wrangle it a little bit, but it gets out. Then when you get to the back side of this, there's just 3 bolts right there that you unloosen to get this turn signal lamp out. So the difference in the old and the new, this one came with an orange cover with a white bulb inside. This is obviously a smoked with a clear cover, and then we'll put an orange bulb inside this for the turn signal. But man, that'll just doing this will dress up the front end quite a bit. Okay, here's a close-up look at, again, this entire housing and how it comes off to get this out. It's just a bolt there and a bolt right there, and that whole thing comes out. There is a little pin right there that you need to make sure that this metal piece goes into to hold it in place. But it's a really easy process. Now we're going to move on to the headlight ring. We got a little bit sidetracked because of the way that the new studs work on these rings. This is a carbon fiber material that they use a 3D printer for. And in the video on lazeddesigns.com, they actually have these studs, these little items right here that are called studs, that have a socket built in on the end of them. Well, they evidently changed the design a while back to where they go with these studs now, and you use the existing little sockets that come on the back of the existing headlights, the stock ones. So you just have to screw these into the back here, and then they line up just like that on the headlight. Okay, so to follow up with that, you've got these back here, these metal pieces that actually slip over these little balls on the housing itself, and that's what actually holds it in. What's nice about that process is you can still use the factory adjustment for the headlight, which is right there, by using these balls and using the system the way it is, to where you can adjust it up and down and side to side. Okay, so we got them all hooked up. We got the new smokes in on the side with the orange bulb. I went ahead and put LEDs in the side marker lights, and now I'm actually putting together the headlight assembly. Had to get a different wiring harness sent with it other than what came with the bulbs itself, but you can order all this stuff on Amazon, and I'll put the links in below. Now the next thing, they look really nice. The next thing I'm going for is on the back of each of the headlamps, there's a red and a yellow wire. The yellow actually turns this halo into a turn signal. My daughter does not want that, so I'm not going to hook that up. But the red is what turns this this V symbol in the middle of the light into a daytime running light. So that needs to be on some sort of constant power, that whenever your accessory's on or when your ignition's on, those V's will light up. I think I'm just going to put it into the actual fuse box itself on an accessory fuse, that whenever you turn the on accessory, or you're actually starting the car and it's in drive or in run, then it's kind of constant on. That way it's on when the headlights are off. If I actually loomed it into one of the wires on the headlight harness, then it would be on only when headlights are on. So you have to have a constant power source, and I think I found one, and I'm going to try it out right now and see how it works. I've got a little jumper wire here that I'm just going to kind of test this out and see if it actually works here. I'll get on this side. Ooh, look at that. Here we go. So I've got a constant 12 volt coming from the fuse panel on number 10, on the fuse number 10 that's actually empty at the moment. It says SPO. I don't exactly know what that's for, but it does come on or off with the accessory and the ignition. So I'm going to go ahead and wire these up to that, to where it comes on when the ignition is turned and then goes off obviously when it's not. So pretty cool. That's what we're going for. Okay, Annabelle had to run to practice, so I had to finish this up, but there she is, guys. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if you can see this detail. It's really bright. So I don't know if you can actually see the V and the LED in this light, but it's pretty cool. And I got the smokes on the side. I put LEDs in the side markers. And guys, all I did was I ran a little jumper here. You can see this green wire came out of the fuse box into this headlamp, and then ran a jumper wire with a connector just through here. This is that aftermarket wiring harness that you need to order when you get onto Amazon and order this from Lazed Designs. They actually give you a link on there, and it runs over to here, plugs into this headlight on this side, and again just ran this jumper line to be able to get the V running lights. So pretty cool. I'm gonna get this thing buttoned up, and I'm gonna surprise Annabelle when I pick her up from practice tonight and show her new light. She's gonna be pretty excited. Okay, I got the grill back on, got it all buttoned up. They look really cool, guys. I'm liking the look. Lazed Designs actually makes kind of like this little shroud that goes around this. And I'm kind of going back and forth on whether or not this needs it. I think it looks pretty cool. It's a little bit more centered. I kind of like the open concept, but I'm going to let Annabelle make that decision. I'll get online, kind of show her those shrouds that all they essentially do is just fill in this void right here. But it's kind of right next to these big voids anyways, so I don't necessarily think it stands out and makes it look weird. I actually like the look. I think it looks a little aggressive, but we'll let her make the final decision. All right, she didn't know I was coming to pick her up, so let's see if she notices.
Don't break anything, please. Oh, Lord. Okay.
Here you go.
Good job.
I did it, and I lost both my water bottles. Thank you, Annabelle.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Can I drive?
What do you think about the lights?
I didn't think you'd actually get them done.
Did you actually look at them?
Well, not really.
Pretty cool, huh?
Kind of cool. Can I drive?
What do you think about the lights now?
I mean, obviously works better.
Hey, check this out. I did something else. Look at the radio.
Does it connect to Bluetooth?
Look at the radio.
It ain't on.
Did you see it?
What about it?
You missed it?
I'm so confused.
I said look
did
at
you
it.
turn it back on?
Okay, look at it.
I'm looking.
Well, great.
You suck.
Okay, look at it.
Oh!
What do you think of
That's
that?
kind of cute. Still won't connect to Bluetooth though.
Okay, it is 3 degrees in Oklahoma. We just had a big snowstorm. But there's the Hummer with the headlights. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of do the headlight upgrades and the marker lights on the side this time. So this will be a series, but this is kind of what it looks like. And there's Annabelle getting the car warmed up. Holy moly, it's cold. Okay, I'm gonna have her give me some front door service here. She's been warming up the car for... that's not front door service. What are you doing? Come back. First time we've been out in the snow. It's pretty deep. We had, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches, something like that. We're supposed to get some more tomorrow. All right, she's gonna make me get snow down my shoes. What part of pick me up did you not understand?
I thought you wanted me to like drive for a second.
No. Goodness gracious, kid.
You
Now you made me get my feet all wet.
That really sucks.
Okay, let's hit it. Alright guys, so that's episode 1 of upgrading the lights, front end. It is literally 0 degrees right now in Oklahoma, but the Hummer did really good. Got out in the snow and had no problems whatsoever, and I even let Annabelle drive a little bit. She went inside because she's too much of a wuss to stay out here and do this video with me. Because it is cold. Catch you next time for more upgrades. God bless. Take care.